Aye. This'll show 'em. Only a fortnight to go.
The winner takes it all.
Hey, Mum, look at this. Look.
Oh, excellent, son. What's this? South Wales Ex-Murderers Arts and Crafts Exhibition. What did you say that was a model of, son?
Cardiff Nick, Mum. It was there I first started matchstick model making. It was a choice of that or carving weapons out of soap. Oh, it's highly competitive inside, you know, man. I've seen blokes razored before now for disparaging a watercolour. I think the haze over the lake is a bit... That Melvin Bragg wouldn't be so quick to criticise if he was in Pentonville.
Oh, he's a nice-looking man, mind.
That's another thing. He'd be a tobacco baron's bitch.
Hey, he's looking good, but...
Patience, that is, boys. Patience and glue. See that window there? That's the cell where George, the Axeman Reddy, cut out his own tongue because he had mouth ulcers. That'd be a rinsed pastels rubbish for George. And by there was the laundry and the library, and in by there was the kitchen. The chef was doing life for poisoning his wife. Mind you, he never gave her no poison. Just cooked for her regular.
It must bring back memories, though, son. I remember coming to visit you that first week. You stood up all the time.
Sitting down was hard that first week.
Your sciatica, was it, son?
Aye.
Hey, look at this. A pop idol competition for local wannabes is being held in the Rock Machine in Ponty next week. Hey, Charles, it's our big chance, but... Well, we should enter. Aye. The auditions for duos and bands are being judged by a panel of 3 experts. TV holiday presenter Sean Cloud, theatrical agent and interior decorator Gary Y, and Wales's top rave DJ Fatboy Thick. Hey, fancy if we won, but we'd be stars. Better than that, mate. We'd be manufactured celebrities. Well, what should we call ourselves?
What about the tea leaves?
Great!
That's exciting, Richard. Showbiz. The glitter, the razzmatazz. Oh, I love it.
Nah, it's bloody nonsense, man. These bands today are ridiculous. Take any bunch of tarts and a couple of puffs, put them together, and they think they're the brotherhood of bloody man. No, boys, avoid it. If you want real success, you work your way up from the bottom, like Elton John.
Big? $5 for the winner and all.
How much? Just look. Oh, well, maybe I was a bit hasty. I mean, $5 is not to be sneezed at. Are you boys up for it?
Too right we are, Fig.
Hey, I could be your manager. Like that Colonel Sanders who managed Elvis.
Aye. We don't want to be exploited, but we don't want to be chewed up and spat out by big business.
No, and you'll need someone to protect you from the sordid world of drugs and meaningless sex, too.
No, we'd be all right there, all right?
But you'd have sluts trying to ensnare you.
Aye, we're prepared for that, Mrs. Applewhite, didn't we?
Oh, well, fair enough.
Nah, that Attenborough will go along and be your chaperone just in case. Who knows, eh? Maybe God have pointed his finger down and said, you boys will be the new bachelors. That's fate, isn't it, man? You can't argue with it.
True enough.
Who's going to sing then?
I will, Fig.
You? You sound like a pig on his throat cut when you sing.
I can sing better than you can.
Aye, but I'm tone deaf. And I had my confidence shattered by being laughed at in the school I studied vod. I peed myself, I did.
First things first, we got to win this contest.
No problem, Fig, no problem, but... Hey, Charles. Rock and roll, innit?
Aye, survival of the thickest, innit?
Well, in that case, you boys should walk it then.
12 quid? That's uncool, man.
Yeah, well, it's a seller's market, isn't it? There's been no ease about since that series of early morning raids with a drug squad.
Aye, but... Well, these are the same drugs you took in, ain't they?
Not us, son. The drug squad are entirely separate from us. We had to pay them for these. Hence the exorbitant price line. Well, you can take it or leave it. You won't get it nowhere else. All right, then. There you go. What you waiting for? A receipt? I don't know. These youngsters today.
Hey, Sarge, you used to be in a pop band, didn't you?
Yes.
Look at this.
$5 grand.
We could reinvest it in sex toys from the Far East. We could buy 100 rubber women with that, complete with kissable lips and an instruction manual. And then we could sell some of them on. There's a lucrative market for them amongst divorced middle-aged men and farmers. We clean up. We could form a duo, Sarge.
Good thinking, Claude. Give him a bell. Stick us down for the auditions.
What do we call ourselves, Sarge?
What about the cops?
Thank you very much. That was,
Right. We'll go in, is it?
We'll let you know.
All right.
I haven't seen you boys in that new club in Tredegar, have I?
What club's that?
R7. I haven't seen you lingering around the rear entrance.
We might go there one day, like.
It's long, then.
It's long.
Hello, Claude. Sergeant Ball.
Oh, all right, Mrs. Applewhite. Oh, lads, we're entering the competition, we are. The cops, we're called. Hey, us and all. We're the tea leaves. That was us playing then. Oh, aye. Yeah, we're only in it for the money, see? Commercial reasons, like.
Oh, we're in it for the love of music, we are.
Are you? Oh, you're having me on, innit you? Aye.
Here's a little tip, lad. For us, failure is not an option. Don't waste your time. Just a tip, like. Come on, Constable Cox. Let's rock! Move along there! Shift your ass! Run on along, right? Last the signal! I only use this for restraining hold. I lay down police said uniform! 999! 999! That's the number! 999!
They was good too, the mingers. I had a van full of proper equipment. We was in the car.
They won't have no scruples about cheating either. Bending the rules, like.
Well, the hurly-burly of artistic competition is a natural breeding ground for chicanery, innit? They snapped the arms off that tart, didn't they? The penis de Milo. Maybe it went better than you thought, man, boys.
No, we blew it, Fig. Our star quality was hidden by our technical deficiencies, like.
He sang like a choking dog, Fig.
I had difficulty with the range, I did.
Fat boy Fig wasn't even awake.
How anyone could sleep through our racket, I'll never know.
He was probably on drugs.
Well, there's none about him, Mrs. Applewhite. That was his problem.
We was nervous as well, see. We never performed in front of so many people before, like.
I thought you said it was only 3 of them.
Listen, you did your best. That's all anyone can do. I was in showbiz myself for a while, you know, when I was younger.
You never told me that, man.
Was you famous, Mrs. Applewhite?
Oh, yes. I was a stripper.
A what?
My mum was a stripper for a bit too, but she reckoned it was too demeaning. So she became a prostitute instead.
Where was you a stripper, man?
Oh, pubs, working men's clubs and that, you know.
How far did you go?
All over the South Wales area.
No, I mean, how far did you go?
Oh, the lot right down to my G-spot.
G-string, ma'am.
I had to give it up in the end, though, because dancing barefoot on beer-soaked bars gave me athlete's foot.
What did Dad say?
To try antifungal.
Oh, you can't do the L's out now. RichardEpplewhite.com, Consolidated Properties, how can I help you? Yes? Huh? Oh, really? Oh, thank you very much. Who else? Well, I don't know. Try hanging about outside the bus station. Ah, right, so long then. That was Fat Boy Dense.
Fat boy Dick.
Huh?
What do you want?
Well, two things. One, he wanted to know if I could get him some illegal drugs. And the other was that you boys are through to the finals, live on telly.
We've done it all! We've done it! The celebrity special is back on track!
Well done, boys. I'm proud of you.
Aye, that'll teach Ball and Cock, so I'm going to watch out for them, because they're through to the final as well.
Hey, they saw our potential, but even though we played like donkeys, they saw we was at the cutting edge of pop, but...
It was that Gary White, I reckon. He fancies me. I give him the old flickering eyebrow light.
Aye, well, it doesn't matter how you go through, boys. The fact is we've got our foot in the door. There's a fortune to be made in pop music. It's like manure, there's always a call for it.
Just think, John. We'd be famous if we win, but the glitterati, like Lawrence Llewellyn Bowen. We'd be able to do anything we liked.
Aye, right then, boys. Next week, a week before the Ex-Murderers Arts and Crafts competition, we'll get our publicity machine grinding into action, like so people can phone in and vote for you. Right, you boys, carry on rehearsing. Ma'am, let's get the printing kit out.
The doctor said I got it in the swimming pool. Oh, stop it to the cylinder so much, Charles. It sounds like the lid of an old biscuit tin, man.
It is the lid of an old biscuit tin. Mrs. Applewhite found it for me. Peak Freens it is.
Well, it don't help, do it? And this guitar's rubbish and all. Should have just left it in the skip. It stifles a creative impulse, man. And I gotta think of another song as well, like.
I thought the last one was all right.
No, no one's interested in songs about verrucas, man. I'm misjudging the market, I am.
I don't like all this learning and rehearsing and that.
Hey, you gotta rehearse to be good, but.
I don't want to be good off. I want to be rich and famous.
Aye, me and all. Hey, look, get your little fingers working there, Charles. I gotta think, mate, right?
All right, boys? I brought you some cocoa.
Hey, Tarbert.
So, how's your endeavours coming along then?
Not good, mate.
I got writer's block.
You never written anything in your life.
I know, I've had it a long time.
I know how fickle inspiration could be, like a shining, delicate thread it is. I'm a songwriter myself, see?
Are you?
Oh, aye. Used to make up songs in the slammer when I was mopping out the bogs, like.
Well, sing us one, Fig.
Oh, I don't like to boys at all to discourage their efforts.
Hey, no, go on, lad.
All right, then. Just a one verse, right? I used to live in Newport, but now I live in Neath. I took my new wife back for Mum and Dad to meet. She and Mum was in the parlour, and they was drinking tea. Dad took me in the kitchen, and this is what he said to me. Son, that girl that you have married, she is in fact a goat. But at least she is a nanny and she'll make a lovely coat. I'm not interfering, but the house will fill with crap. So I think it's best for the rest of us if you keep her out the back. Hey!
Fantastic, man.
Oh, you know, it rhymes and all.
I married a goat, it's called, boys.
You're a genius, Fig.
Nah, and them murdering bastards will finally have to acknowledge it when I win the arts and crafts competition. Laughed at me, they did. Called me a dickhead.
Hey, you'll show 'em, Fig. He who laughs last, innit?
Nah, good night then, boys. Hey, and remember, you've got to learn to love your instruments, right?
Turn the light out then, Charles, and we'll tune up.
Sorry, lads, I can't let you stick that there. As the actress said to the bishop.
Why not, Claude?
Council regulations, innit? Nothing to do with me. It's illegal, see?
Oh, all right. So long, then.
Sarge!
And then they stuck their own poster up.
We've been stitched up, Fig.
Aye, well, like I told you boys, it's a dirty business, show business. There's no depths people won't sink to win. You've got to be prepared to sink lower yourselves.
Hey, we'd be prepared to sink lower, Fig, wouldn't we, Charles?
Aye, no problem.
Oh, we're buggered now, anyhow. I can't think of another song, and Gary Y can't help us now because it's the public phone-in. They're bound to twig we're rubbish. We're going to look like complete wazucks in front of millions of people on telly, too.
People will laugh at us in the street, man. Depressing it is. I give up, Fig. I'm going upstairs to play with my Game Boy.
Aye, me and all.
No, hang on a minute now, boys. You're not the most musically gifted pair in the world, admittedly, are they, ma'am?
No, son.
But that's not the be-all and end-all. It's not so much talent as image and gimmicks and charisma that do make you a success.
Have we got charisma, Fig?
Aye. Of course you have, boys, but it's image mainly, anyhow. Aye, that's what we need, an image. That's where the cops have got an head start on us, see? They got a ready-made image, like.
What's that, Fig?
Well, they are cops, aren't they? They're uniforms and that, like.
Well, the boys are the tea leaves. That's an image, too.
Aye, Mum's right. We've got to exploit it more. The cops versus the tea leaves.
Oh, great.
Aye, but even with an image, I can't think of another song.
Don't worry about that, son. I'll write it. Charlie, give me a couple of them CDs there for inspiration.
Here you go, but Metallica and Megadeth.
Rap, is it? Bloody rubbish. Crap, I do call it. Hey, you'll have to pitch in as well, ma'am. All hands to the pumps. We'll give the cops a run for their money. The show ain't over till the old lady sings.
I checked his cell every 15 minutes. I actually saw him fall. He slipped, he did, on a bar of soap and smashed his face into the wall. Into the wall.
Yeah, not bad, boys, not bad, but don't give up your day jobs.
Now the final act. The tea leaves.
Yes! Boys!
We'll pinch your television. We'll pinch your paper bill. We'll pinch your CD player and we'll send it back to you. We'll break into your garden. We'll break into your house. We'll sneak around your living room as quiet as a mouse. With the TVs, with the TVs, there's nothing we won't need. With a criminal fraternity and we don't give a
Go on, Mum.
I'm an old lady. I'm a very old lady. I'm a really old lady. I'm 74. I'm not crazy. I'm just an old lady. I cook Sunday dinner and I'm on death's door.
They can't bring in a new vocalist just like that. It's against the rules, isn't it?
But I don't know, Sarge.
Oh, it's not.
Well, it's not a bad idea, mind. An old woman singer like.
Ah, won't win like, but...
I make things gravy, I make very thin gravy. I make thick gravy in Yorkshire pud. I'm an old lady and my perm is wavy, so I keep it from the rain with a plastic hood.
Go on, Mum. Ask my Mum. Go on, Mum.
I'm a sweet old lady and my hair is white. I'm an old lady, my memory is hazy. I go along to bingo and I pee all night. I go along to bingo and I do the shopping at the bank, cause Spain's in a very bad league. I'm an old lady with a surgical stock and I'm reeling and a rocking and I'm 5 foot 3.
With a tease, with a tease, with a and we don't care.
The final result of our telephone vote was very close. The winners, who succeeded in gathering a huge vote from both old-age pensioners and sexual deviants, featuring Elsie Hepplewhite, geriatric stripper extraordinaire, the delicious Teely!
Yes.
Listen, there was a mistake in the counting.
No, there wasn't.
As I say, there was a miscount. The correct winners are the cops.
Maybe we can still fix it, Fake. Look, me and Charlie will give you a hand, like.
Aye, it's not that bad.
No, it's major structural damage, that is, boys. Them ex-murderers will have the last laugh again. I can hear them now. Poor old Epplewhite can't leave the house, can't partake in outside activities, can't even build a toy bloody model.
I can't get over it. Claude and Sergeant Ball cheating us like that. Blatant it was Fake.
Nah, it's nothing personal, boys. Dog eat dog, innit? Bribery and threats are a perfectly acceptable tactic. Only wish I'd thought of it myself. I just couldn't. Ma'am, that performance was above and beyond the call of duty, man. You should have kept your knickers on them.
I didn't want to disappoint my public, Sam.
Well, thank God it wasn't in widescreen.
You must be the oldest stripper in Wales, Mrs. Epplewhite.
No, there's a 92-year-old woman who appears regular every Sunday lunchtime at the Ponticama Social Club, so Mrs. Coles tells me. She finishes her act by disconnecting a colostomy bag and swinging it round her leg.
I bet there's no big rush to sit in the front few rows, right?
Where did you two boys go after the competition? You were out all night.
Well, we couldn't sleep, see, Mrs. Epplewhite, so we just walked around in despair, like, and looked in the chemist shop window and that.
Nah! Who the hell's that now? Ma'am, get the door. You boys, act normal now.
It's only Claude.
All right.
All right, Claude.
Hi. This is for you. A peace offering, like, from me and Sergeant Ball.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's great.
Thanks, Claude, but...
No hard feelings, I hope. All's fair, like.
No, but... Win some, lose some, innit?
Tea and cake, Claude?
Oh, lovely, Mrs. Epplewhite. The funny thing is, after all that, the £5 wasn't cash in hand at all. It was time in a record studio to make a record, like. Oh, we was only interested in the readies, so we told them they could stuff it. They're going to pass it on to you, the runners-up, like.
Oh, there you go, boys. Kismet, innit? Twisting and turning like all life is but illusory, see?
Aye. No, we don't want to make a record now, neither, Claude. It'd only be a permanent reminder of what crap we are.
Oh, you were all right. You were brilliant, Mrs. Epplewhite.
Thank you, Claude.
It's great to see an old woman so uninhibited in showing her wares like that. Some people may not think so, but I do. And so do the other lads down the station.
My mum's singing blinded you to the band's overall inadequacy, see, Claude?
Was she singing?
Well, aye.
It was Richard who wrote the song.
Was it? It was excellent, man.
Oh, he's a star, Claude. He's like a rose breaking up through concrete.
What happened to your model, Mr. Epplewhite?
I sat on it and it broke, but...
That's a bugger. You won't be able to establish your position in the artistic pecking order of those who have taken human life now?
No.
Hey! Why don't you make the record, and Mr. Epplewhite here, being the right alike, can put it in the X-Killers contest? You'd win, I reckon.
Hey, that's a good idea, Claude.
Aye, it is.
In fact, it's the first good idea you ever had, to my knowledge.
Aye, it is. I don't recall having one before. I've had ideas before, like, but no good ones. They'd be calling you Bamba before long, but...
Claude Cox, the brain of content all.
See, boys, never give up. Things have a way of working out. Ah, they'll be green with envy this time next week at the Ex-Murderers Arts and Crafts competition, and they will. All of them. Roger Quicklime Evans, Di, Three Eyes James, Edward the Twat Lewis. All of them. Raffia work, painting little boats on plates, making potato men is all rubbish, man. Richard the Eel Epplewhite is an artist of a rarer breed.
Oh, you are, Richard. You're the cleverest son a woman ever had.
Right enough.
Are you going to continue with your pop music career, Claude?
No, Mrs. Epplewhite. It was only an ends to a means. Besides, all the sound equipment got pinched from our van last night. Parked outside the station it was. Sergeant Ball went ballistic. He suspects dope fiends.
I've no doubt he's right to know.
Hey, Claude. Maybe you took the stuff out of the back of the van and put it in the old park keeper's hut for safekeeping, like, and forgot to tell Sergeant Ball.
The park keeper's hut? Where's that?
Well, in the park, innit?
Aye, maybe I did. That's good thinking, that is. I'll have a look after. This is lovely cake, Mrs. Epplewhite. Lovely.
So you reckon I'm in with a chance of winning this competition then, Claude, eh?
Oh, aye, Mr. Epplewhite. A very good chance indeed.
Well, what makes you so sure?
Well, me and Sergeant Ball are the judges.
And High Hopes is back at the same time next week in his favourite city of all, Manchester. It's Michael McIntyre's Comedy Roadshow. That's next on BBC One Wales.